I finished preparing the documents you requested, manager.
Oh, thank you, Namba-kun. Namba-kun, you don't show much expression and you don't talk much, so it's hard to tell what you're thinking.
That's probably what the manager thinks too. My name's Namba Haruki, 25 years old. I've always had a problem with my facial muscles not working well. On top of that, I don't talk much, so I'm often seen as either cool or mysterious, depending on how you look at it. Well, because of these facial muscles, I don't really care how people perceive me. Besides, it occasionally comes in handy. For example,
Akizuki-san is getting cocky, isn't she? Just because she caught the eye of a rich guy. Totally. I wonder what dirty trick she used to snag someone like Ogo-san. She even skips all the company parties.
the person they're talking about now is Akizuki Kaede-senpai. She's 1 year older than me, and helped me out a lot when I was a new employee. And Akizuki-senpai has a fiancé, Ogo Ryo-san. He works at a major company called Ogo Concern, and he's also the president's son. I once saw the two of them on a date, and they looked like a perfect match, beautiful and handsome. Rumor has it that he's so smitten with her that he doesn't let her go to drinking parties.
Oh, by the way, I heard that Akizuki-san was the one who was chasing after Ogo-san.
Oh really? That's the first I've heard of it.
Ah! What is it, Namba-kun? Don't just jump into the conversation like that.
You're talking in such a public place, so you should expect that others may join the conversation. More importantly, what you're doing is defamation, and it's also against company policy. Shall I report this to your supervisor or the HR?
Huh?
My expressionless face seems to be quite intimidating, especially when I'm angry. It seems to exert an overwhelming pressure on the other party. Oh, and it seems like she heard your entire conversation just now.
What? I'm sorry to disappoint you, but I didn't use any dirty tricks or stalk him. So there's no juicy story between us.
In front of me is Akizuki-senpai, smiling wryly. Seeing her, the female employees freeze up. Akizuki-senpai gives off a rather quiet impression, but...
Akizuki-san, that was just a joke. I see. But if this continues, it'll be a problem. So I'll report it to your supervisor. No way!
Senpai is the type to stand up for herself. As a result, the female employees were severely reprimanded by their supervisor later, and had to write apology letters.
Thank you for speaking up for me.
No, it was nothing. As we talk after buying drinks, Akizuki-senpai's eyes are fixed on the can in my hand. It's a milk caramel soft cream drink, super sweet, and my favorite.
It looks really sweet, but also really delicious. Maybe I'll try it next time.
Come to think of it, Akizuki-senpai was the first to notice that I have a major sweet tooth. Due to my appearance, people often give me things like black coffee, which I'm not fond of. I'm actually not good with bitter things, but with my unexpressive face, no one else probably noticed. However...
Namba-kun, you have a sweet tooth, don't you? I can tell just by watching you.
Akizuki-senpai kindly gave me sweet treats with a gentle smile. Ah, this person really pays attention to others. There's a parfait specialty store that just opened near the station. I went there recently, and it was really delicious. If you'd like, as a thank you for before... Oh, wait. You have a fiancé, so this isn't appropriate. Oh, I'm sorry.
He's very particular about these things, so I'm sorry. Besides, it would just be a thank you for a thank you. But I'll definitely go check it out next time.
Oh, please do! Since that day, I've secretly admired her. Time passed, and during a break one day, Akizuki-senpai came to my desk. It looked like she had something she wanted to discuss.
I'm having trouble deciding on a birthday present for my boyfriend.
After hearing her out, it turns out the wedding date is set, and it's going to be his last birthday as a bachelor. She asked her female friends for advice, but that only made her more confused, so she wanted a man's opinion.
I'd prefer something not too expensive that he can use regularly.
Well, in that case, how about a tie or tie pin? I think they have a romantic feel with a hidden meaning.
Oh, I didn't know there was such a thing. I've already given him ties and tie pins before, but even though it's a little embarrassing, that might be a good idea. Thank you, Namba-kun. I'll consider that.
Akizuki-senpai is listening to my advice seriously. I'm relieved that I could be of help. By the way, what did your friends recommend?
Well, they've suggested everything, so now they're saying I should surprise him with natto cider or something.
What's that? A punishment drink or something?
I guess natto cider is out, right?
Yes, I think it's best to avoid that. A few weeks later, it was finally Ogo-san's birthday.
Thanks, Namba-kun. I was able to get the perfect present for him.
I'm glad I could help. While handing me a thank you drink, Akizuki-senpai was all smiles. She looked so happy. Even though my face didn't show it, I was genuinely relieved. But... Akizuki-senpai, good morning.
Good morning, Namba-kun.
The next day, Akizuki-senpai came to work with eyes that looked like she had been crying, and I was frozen in place for a moment. Combined with her usual lack of energy, I was honestly concerned about what had happened. During break time, I mustered up the courage to speak to Akizuki-senpai timidly. She agreed to talk over lunch, so we went to a diner together.
Yesterday, he called and said that he suddenly had to work, so we couldn't meet. I figured it couldn't be helped, so I decided to wander around town. Then I saw him cheating with another girl, spending time with her.
What? The scene Akizuki-senpai witnessed was Ogo-san walking closely with another woman. They seemed intimate, and it didn't look like he was working at all.
My mind went blank and I couldn't confront him. I just went home.
What? That's impossible! How could he do this when senpai loves him so much? A slow burning anger started to rise within me, but senpai's next words were even more shocking.
This isn't the first time he's cheated on me.
Then, Akizuki-senpai began to recount her memories with Ogo-san. They met in the summer of their third year of university. Apparently, Ogo-san pursued her relentlessly. Since the moment I saw you in the library, I can't stop thinking about you. My heart aches when I think of you. I've never felt this way before. I think this must be what they call love. Akizuki-san, will you go out with me?
I'm sorry, Ogo-kun, but I only see you as a friend.
At first, she kept refusing him, but Ogo-san didn't give up and kept confessing his feelings over and over. Eventually, Akizuki-senpai started facing harassment from other female students out of jealousy. That's when... Kaede isn't the one following me around. I'm the one who's following her. Listen, she's very important to me. Don't ever show your face around her again. Ogo-san stood up for her, and Akizuki-senpai found herself drawn to him. In the summer of their fourth year, they started dating. By the way, the female students who harassed her soon dropped out of university. Akizuki-senpai used to be very shy, but whenever she lost confidence, Ogo-san would encourage her. Kaede, you should have more confidence in yourself. There's no one in the world as kind and considerate as you are.
Thank you, Ryo.
Gradually, Akizuki-senpai began expressing her opinions more openly, and she grew more attached to Ogo-san. For a while, after they started dating, they enjoyed a happy life together. However, just over a year into their relationship, Ogo-san's infidelity was discovered. Not only that, but he had apparently been cheating on her multiple times without her knowing. I'm so sorry. I promise I'll never make you sad again. You're the most important person in the world to me. Please, just give me one more chance. They got engaged on their one-year anniversary, but Akizuki-senpai broke off the engagement and immediately moved out of their shared home. But then, every day, she was bombarded with apologetic messages and voicemails, and Ogo even came to her house daily to beg for forgiveness.
At one point, I even had to call the police, and it turned into a bit of a scene. My friends told me to hire a lawyer, and I thought about doing that too. It's stupid, isn't it? Watching him desperately apologize every day made me want to believe that maybe this time would be different.
So Akizuki-senpai decided to put the engagement on hold and give their relationship another chance.
And for the past 2 years, nothing happened. And I was genuinely happy. I thought he had truly changed, and we renewed our engagement, but I guess cheaters always cheat again.
Unforgivable.
What?
Akizuki-senpai's eyes widened in surprise. I was also shocked. I didn't expect my facial muscles to move this much. Akizuki-senpai, you don't deserve to be hurt like this. I remember the smile she gave me when she offered me sweets. Senpai is a kind person who can understand the feelings of someone like me, who's bad at expressing emotions. To trample on that kindness in such a way, to betray her twice.
Thank you, Namba-kun. I also think I was stupid, clinging to memories and holding on to hope. Hey, Namba-kun, since I've told you everything, can I ask you for a favor?
If there's anything I can do to help, I'm all in. By the time she finished speaking, the gong for counterattack was ringing in my head. About a month later, Akizuki-senpai was walking beside Ogo-san. The food was delicious! It's your favorite restaurant, isn't it, Kaede? Maybe he didn't think he was caught cheating, or maybe he just didn't feel guilty about it. Ogo-san smiled at Akizuki-senpai with a calm demeanor.
Yeah, thanks for taking me. Hey, I want to feel the night breeze. So how about we take a break in the park? The stars are beautiful, aren't they?
Yeah, they are, but they can't compare to the brightest star sitting next to me. The engaged couple sits on a bench, gazing at the starry sky. It would normally be a romantic situation, however.
Let's break up.
The words came so naturally from Akizuki-senpai's mouth that it took Ogo-san a few seconds to process them. Huh? What?
I saw you on your birthday, walking with another woman.
That's not it! That wasn't cheating!
I don't want to hear any excuses. And it wasn't just that day, right? You've been cheating on me for a while, haven't you? I even have evidence. I want you to help me gather evidence of his cheating, Namba-kun.
Yes, Akizuki-senpai's request was for help in investigating Ogo-san. She wanted to confirm it with her own eyes first, and if it was too difficult, she planned to hire a professional like a detective. Fortunately, in the past month, we caught Ogo-san meeting with multiple women. We managed to capture photos of these encounters. By the way, these photos were already shown to Ogo-san's parents, and they've been informed of the engagement's cancellation.
I'm breaking off our engagement because of your infidelity. Let's settle the rest through our lawyers.
But you were smiling so happily beside me just yesterday, Kaede. So, you were deceiving me? That's cruel, Kaede.
Are you seriously saying that? You're the one who deceived me first. You promised you'd never make me sad again, but in the end you cheated.
No, wait, Kaede! You've got it all wrong! Akizuki-senpai brushed off Ogo-san as he tried to cling to her and sighed.
Anyway, I can't be with you anymore. If I stay with you, I'll never be free from the fear that you'll betray me again. And besides, I've completely lost my feelings for you. Don't touch me with those filthy hands!
Wait, please! Ignoring his desperate pleas, Akizuki-senpai stood up from the bench. As she started to leave, Ogo-san's outrageous words reached her ears. All I ever wanted was to cherish you! Everyone else is just like puppets lying around. As the heir of a prominent family, everyone blindly follows my orders no matter what they go through. Even that woman I was with, she's nothing but a fool who's good for nothing, but swallowing my desires whole. I could never love someone like that. Even on my birthday, I really wanted to be with you. I wanted you to celebrate with me. But I messed up at work that day and got scolded by my father. I thought I might hurt you if I saw you, so He went on to say things that were so shocking. I couldn't help but feel a bit sorry for the woman he cheated with. Though, considering she was aware of all this and still got involved with him, she must have had her own agenda. So, now you understand that what I'm saying is true, right? If I hadn't met with that woman that day, I might have done the same thing to you. I just wanted to protect you, so this isn't cheating. Ogo-san insisted on his twisted version of love. Akizuki-senpai just listened with a cold expression.
Is that so? I see.
Yeah, that's right. Everything was for you. I'm sorry for making you misunderstand and hurting you, but I knew you would understand. So, let's start over again. It'll be okay. We can still build a happy family together. Ogo looking at Akizuki-senpai with shining eyes, but...
You've got to be kidding me.
What? When Akizuki-senpai turned around, her eyes were cold, and she wore a slight smile. Combined with the emotionless tone of her voice, Ogo-san was left frozen in place.
Protect me? Not cheating? Build a happy family? No, that's impossible. No matter how you spin it, it's still cheating. And there's no way I could build a happy family with someone like you. The reason I was attracted to you in the first place was because you seemed sincere. That's why I agreed to get engaged. But then you cheated. And even though you promised not to make me sad again, you did it again. Ah, come to think of it, you never said you wouldn't cheat, did you? I guess to you it wasn't cheating, so that makes sense. When you said you'd never make me sad again, did you mean you wouldn't let me catch you again? Right. There's someone I want to introduce you to. Someone who helped me with this.
What's this about? Suddenly being called, I appeared from the distance where I had been watching, feeling slightly confused. Huh? Who the hell are you?
This is Namba-kun. He's a colleague who helped me gather evidence of your cheating. I asked him to stay close in case you lost your temper and tried anything.
Yes, the reason I knew what was going on was because I was observing from nearby. Since Ogo-san seemed like a dangerous guy, I asked her to let me stay close by just in case.
Thank you, Namba-kun. Because you were nearby, I was able to speak my mind without worry.
With those words, Akizuki-senpai approached me, took my hand, and smiled. Understanding her intentions, I quietly accepted her hand. Huh? What are you doing, Kaede?
What do you mean? I'm just thanking him.
But there's no need to hold his hand! Hey, you! Let go of Kaede's hand right now! Ogo-san started to rush toward us, but Akizuki-senpai stepped in front of me as if to protect me. This caused Ogo-san to grind his teeth in frustration and stop in his tracks.
Why are you so panicked? I'm just holding a colleague's hand, that's all. You did the same with other women, didn't you?
But that wasn't cheating! And what you're doing is...
You didn't like it, did you? Of course not. After all, you're very jealous. You even hated it when I talked to other men, didn't you? You didn't want me to attend drinking parties either. Where the line is between cheating and not cheating varies from person to person. That's why they say, if the person on the receiving end thinks it's cheating, then it's cheating.
Ugh.
Well, you're experiencing this for the first time because I was your first love. And I tried my best not to hurt you. So from my perspective, what you did was definitely cheating. But I suppose there aren't many people who wouldn't see your actions as cheating. So maybe you should ask the next girl before you start something.
No, I'm sorry. I don't want another girl. You're the only one for me. Akizuki-senpai turned her back on Ogo-san. Ogo-san reached out toward her back.
You may only have me, but I never want to see you again. Goodbye.
With that, Akizuki-senpai left the park. His outstretched hand would never reach her again. We're deeply sorry for what our son has done. Ogo-san's parents kept the engagement cancellation a secret from him until Kaede settled things herself. After everything was resolved, they visited Akizuki-senpai the next day and apologized on their knees. As for Ogo-san himself, after being dumped by Akizuki-senpai, he couldn't focus and made several big mistakes at work, and then...
You're being dismissed. The president also agrees with this decision.
No way! He finally made an irreparable mistake and was dismissed. His father, the president, didn't say a word, and his superior informed him before he left the company. Now he seems to be scraping by with part-time jobs, regretting his foolish past. Kaede! By the way, Akizuki-senpai also demanded a compensation from Ogo-san's mistresses. They deserve no sympathy.
Namba-kun, thank you so much for coming with me. As I said earlier, thanks to you I was able to clearly convey everything to him without worry. And finally, I'm sorry for dragging you into this.
Rewinding time a bit, on our way home after everything was resolved with Ogo-san. Walking through the dimly lit residential streets, sometimes illuminated by streetlights, Akizuki-senpai began to speak. It's okay. I followed you because I was worried. Besides, if he tried anything, I was prepared to protect you. That's why I came. In fact, I was happy you relied on me.
Namba-kun, you're really kind, aren't you? You once told me that I was kind, but I think you're the truly kind one.
That's not true. My actions were motivated by self-interest.
Huh?
I figured if I showed you how dependable I am, maybe you would start to notice me.
What do you mean?
Akizuki-senpai blushed as she grasped the meanings of my words. Yes, I had secretly fallen for her. I stopped in my tracks and looked her straight in the eyes. Akizuki Kaede-san, I like you. I may be expressionless and just an ordinary salaryman, not wealthy, but I will never cheat. I'll never hurt you or make you sad. Of course, you don't have to decide right away, but please, consider a future with me.
Honestly, I'm not ready for a relationship anytime soon. But if you're okay with that...
The definition of cheating and how to cherish someone differs from person to person. But hurting others to protect the one you love is wrong, no matter the context. Akizuki-senpai, would you like to get a parfait on the way home today?
Yes, I'd love to.
There was nothing on the ring finger of her left hand, but in its place, she could now go on dates and attend parties with me. Now that she's free, I'll give it my all to win her over. My name is Shogo Kiryu. I'm a 36-year-old magazine editor working at a major publishing house, Lovekoi Publishing.
Hey, did you know? Kiryu-san isn't interested in romance and has never had a girlfriend. Really? He definitely gives off that ruthless workaholic vibe. Yeah, the glasses suit him well too. He gives off that smart guy aura.
Yes, I've lived my life dedicated to work up to this age. My hard work has been recognized, and I'm currently entrusted with a senior position. And last month, a proposal I put forward was approved in the planning meeting, and everything was going smoothly up until now. I'm sorry, Kiryu-kun. It turns out we can't proceed with this project after all. One day, I was called into a meeting room and suddenly informed of this decision by the department head. What do you mean? Without losing my composure, I calmly tried to confirm the facts. There was no point in causing a scene here. The theme of this magazine issue was the private lives and behind the scenes of popular idols. Unfortunately, there was trouble with the idol we were scheduled to interview, and now we can't proceed with the interview. Without the interview, we can't create the article. If the agency refuses the interview, there's nothing we can do about it. It was a project you launched, but that's the situation. You're okay, right? I understand. If that's the decision from above, I'll comply. Back at my desk, when I explained the situation to one of my subordinates, as expected, he couldn't hide his displeasure and started to protest openly. What? So we've lost a chance to meet the idol in person? He's Naomichi Shinzawa, 26 years old, expressing shock for a completely different reason than me. He's a younger editor who's working with me on this magazine issue. That's right. We'll have to start brainstorming a new plan. We have a planning meeting coming up soon, so think of something to propose. I can't deal with this. I was hoping to get their autograph at least, maybe even get to know them better. Are you still only thinking about stuff like that? What do you think this job is? He's good at interviews, but he's a troublemaker who blatantly slacks off when it's not a topic he likes. This time, he was only motivated by the prospect of meeting the idol under the guise of an interview. Looks like I'll have to find a way to get him motivated again. Oh, come on, Kiryu-san. Aren't you frustrated? It was your project after all, right? Not really. We salarymen just quietly do our work, and that's enough. Whoa, really? Is work the only girlfriend for an unpopular corporate sheep like you? Gonna work overtime again, huh? If you're going home, just go already. I'll clean up the mess from the scrap project before leaving. Working overtime on the day the project gets scrapped. That's why at your age, you still don't have a girlfriend, huh? Well, see you then. In the office, after everyone else had left, I continued working and found myself thinking. It's frustrating for me too, to see my own project fall apart like this. But complaining about it won't change anything. It's most efficient to just follow what the higher-ups say to advance my career. By the way, I've had girlfriends before, several times actually, but no matter how many times I tried, I couldn't see the necessity in it. Romance is such an inefficient and pointless endeavor. I can't understand the enthusiasm people have for such things. Channeling that passion into my work is far more meaningful. I guess I am 36. On the way home, I found myself lost in thoughts about my future. Maybe I should start considering marriage, for the sake of my parents. Maybe I should try arranged dates. While contemplating such things, I absent-mindedly walked through the streets.
Excuse me, sir. How about some cake?
Suddenly, a voice from behind called out to me, causing me to stop in my tracks. Cake? Is this supposed to be a consolation for the scrap project? Besides, I don't even like sweets. I'm sorry. I don't really... Hiding my annoyance, I turned around to brush off the offer when...
Welcome! Our cakes are delicious. They're sure to make you smile. Would you like to try?
What? The moment I laid eyes on her, I felt a rush in my chest like never before. My face turned red, and I stood there in shock, unable to move.
Sorry for the sudden offer. Do you not like cake?
See me standing there silently, she seemed concerned and asked me. I like you. I muttered in astonishment, still stunned. The words just came out of my mouth. Even I could tell that I wasn't talking about the cake in that moment.
Kiryu-san, welcome. You came again.
Hello, Kagara-san. It had been 2 weeks since I first met her, Seira Kagara. Since then, I had been visiting this cake shop, Smile Cake, 3 times a week.
Sure. The shortcake, right? Please wait a moment.
I order the same shortcake every time. It's not that I particularly like it. In fact, I'm not fond of cakes at all. I just wanted to see Kagara-san. Kagara-san, you look beautiful today too. Your smile is so radiant. Yes, I, Shogo Kiryu, at the age of 36, have fallen in love at first sight with this woman. I never imagined I would end up going to a cake shop just to see a woman. Looking back, all the girlfriends I've had in the past were the ones who confessed to me. I simply agreed, and eventually got dumped for being boring. Maybe I've never truly experienced love. They were amazing. Now that I've realized what love feels like, I finally respected those ex-girlfriends who confessed to me. I was much more of a coward than them. I couldn't even ask her out to dinner. I could only come buy shortcake 3 times a week.
You must really love shortcake. Here, this is a little extra for being a regular customer. It's our new summer limited edition.
Thank you. What should I do? Did she think I'm a weird guy for being a man who only eats shortcake? But seeing her smile so happily, I started to think it didn't matter. And as I found myself enjoying the moment too, suddenly an idea came to mind. Oh yeah. The next day, I handed a proposal to the department head. It was titled Summertown Cake Shop Special. I had come up with the idea because cake sales drop during the summer. Based on this, we believe there are significant benefits to featuring cakes, especially during summer season. What do you think? Interesting. This could indeed be a good substitute for the idol feature. Alright, let's go with this. Thank you. It was an impromptu replacement idea that came to me, and it managed to pass as a proposal. Phew, I haven't felt this motivated since I was a new employee. Leaving the meeting room, I deeply felt the power of love. I used to think love was pointless, but it's something. It's even boosting my work performance. Lost in these thoughts as I returned to the office, I happened to run into Nobusawa. Nobusawa? Oh, Chief? What's up? I was just heading out for lunch break. I'm sorry. I was wrong. We'll definitely do the idol feature again. What? It's not good to slack off when it's not a project you like, but there's nothing wrong with using meeting idols as motivation for work. Impressed by Nobusawa's awareness from a young age, I thought I would treat him to a meal sometime and walked past him. What? Huh? Unaware that Nobusawa remained frozen in shock for the next 10 minutes, fearing an impending disaster, I continued on my way.
Oh? A feature? On our cake shop?
Yes, actually, we're planning a special feature on town cake shops. We've been looking for good shops to feature. The next day, I promptly went to inform Kagura-san that we were planning this feature, and asked if we could interview her shop.
Oh, so that's why you've been visiting our shop recently.
Yes, that's right. I was hoping we could discuss business matters.
Oh, I see. It's for work.
Oh, shoot. I messed up.
I understand. I would be happy to accept the interview opportunity.
Thank you very much. I will contact you later regarding the schedule for the interview. And so, I managed to arrange with Kagura-san to have an interview that was actually a meal together. After that, I invited Kagura-san out to meals twice a week. Despite it being for work, I secretly cheered on the inside. Kagura-san kindly shared things with me. It's wonderful that you've had the dream of becoming a baker since childhood.
Every girl dreams of that at some point, right? I just pursued it. I'm already 28, so I think it's about time I started looking for a boyfriend, but...
What? You don't have a boyfriend? I've also been...
Kiryu-san too? Surprising, considering how popular you seem.
Her personality, her character. The more I learn, the more I find myself liking her. One day during lunchtime, I visited and bought something other than shortcake. I decided to share it with my colleagues. I bought these cakes for an interview. Could you give me your thoughts again?
Yay! I love this cake shop because their cakes are delicious. Being able to eat cake during work is the best.
Thanks to everyone, work is progressing smoothly. Thank you very much. Incorporating feedback from female coworkers, the content of the article continued to get more detailed. Until now, I've avoided sweet things because I wasn't fond of them, but having coffee with them is quite... The cakes from Smile Cake are delicious, of course. But, as I've been eating them daily, I've gradually come to like cakes and understand the depth of Western sweets. I guess I can get into things I hadn't liked before. Maybe love is like that too. I realize now how foolish I was to judge everything beforehand. Meeting Kagura-san has completely changed my values and my daily life.
Hey, Kiryu-san's been pretty cool recently, right? I know, right? I used to think he was intimidating, but my impression of him has changed lately. And he's been getting a bit more stylish recently. Yeah, totally. Even though he didn't seem interested in fashion before, he's looking really good. He's good at his job, handsome, and single, right? I used to avoid him because he seemed like a tough workaholic, but maybe I should go for him. Hey, that's not fair. No cutting in line.
Watching those female employees, there's one man with a bitter expression on his face, Naomichi Nobusawa. Tch, almost 40 and unpopular. Why is he getting attention? His next proposal went through too. It sucks. When putting together the feedback received from female employees, Nobusawa approached. Women really love cakes, huh? Even my senpai in high school loved cakes. Is that so? So women really have a sweet tooth? Is that why you're using cakes to get attention? Unpopular guys are desperate. Nobusawa insulted me with a nasty face. I bought the cake as a thank you to the shop where I've been doing interviews. Sharing it with others was just an extra. I admit I have feelings for Kagura-san, but I'm not going to let personal feelings interfere with my work. Just do your job. With those words, I left abruptly, leaving Nobusawa staring at me with an upset expression.
Good evening, Mr. Kiryu. Thank you very much for purchasing so many cakes at lunch.
After leaving the office, I visited Smile Cake again. At this time before closing, she was often outside. I received feedback from the employees, so I came to deliver it.
Oh, thank you so much for going out of your way. Wow, this kind of thing makes me happy.
I saw Kagura-san smiling happily, and my heart raced in that moment. Kagura-senpai? It's Kagura-senpai! Suddenly, Naomichi Nobusawa cut him from behind.
You? Nobusawa-kun? No way.
Nobusawa, why are you here? You didn't follow me, did you? Chief, I thought you were saying high and mighty stuff, but you were secretly chasing after the cake shop girl. I'm doing my job. More importantly, Nobusawa, you know Kagura-san? Yeah, I know her well. Remember we talked? There was a senpai in high school who loved cakes. Hey, Kagura-senpai, I can't believe you really ended up opening a cake shop like this. After high school, you completely disappeared. Meeting an old school friend after so long, Kagura-san's expression darkened.
You just kept pestering me. I told you I didn't want that. I thought I had finally cut ties, but here I am meeting you again.
Come on, be happy. I've become quite a catch, right? But honestly, it's surprising. Back in high school, you always seemed uninterested in guys, giving me the cold shoulder and all. But earlier, the way you were looking at Chief Kiryu, what was that? Like you were looking at a lover or something. Are you two in that kind of relationship?
No, we're not.
Then how about being mine this time? It's fate that we've met again like this, right?
No, stop!
Wait, Shinzawa, what are you saying all of a sudden? Shut up, it's none of your business. It's not entirely unrelated. This person is an important... I struggled for words, almost letting slip my true feelings, but managed to hold back at the last moment. What is it, Chief? Just say it clearly. This person is an important... what? Nobusawa didn't let my slip-up slide, pressing me for answers. I haven't properly confessed yet, and now I'm saying it like this? In that moment of conflict within myself, the next words that came out were... an important interviewee. I blurted that out since I hadn't expressed my true feelings yet.
Interviewee?
Kagura's voice sounded sad, tightening my chest. Did I make another mistake? At this age, I finally realized how painful love can be and how uncertain the right answer is. Upon hearing my words, Nobusawa smirked triumphantly. Did you hear that? This person doesn't think anything of you. Kagura-senpai's kindness and visits, every bit of it is just for work. There's no love there. He's a workaholic, unpopular, almost 20 sheep. Nothing good will come from dating him. I'm younger, better good looking, and better for you. So just...
Don't speak badly about Kiryu-san.
Kagura-san's voice was filled with anger, and it was a voice filled with sincere feelings.
No matter what, Kiryu-san thinks I like him. Ever since the first time I saw him, I've been interested.
What?
That day, when I first saw Kiryu-san, I thought, what a lonely-looking person. I couldn't help but be curious about Kiryu-san, and I felt an urge to make this person smile. Because I started my bakery because I wanted to make many people smile. So I couldn't just leave it alone. Before I knew it, I was speaking to him. Then Kiryu-san looked at my cake, his eyes sparkling like a child's. I was so happy about it. Every time we met, I felt happy. I realized I liked him. It must have been love at first sight.
Kagura-san's unexpected confession. My heart was pounding almost painfully. I wasn't admiring the cake, but you. I have to tell her later. And that, thanks to you, I've come to love cakes too.
To me, Kiryu-san is a much more wonderful person than you.
Kagura-san declared firmly. Nobusawa raised his fist. What? This woman.
Ah!
Nobusawa tried to attack Kagura-san. Ugh, stop!
Kiryu-san!
I tasted blood in my mouth, but whatever. My cheek had been punched, but I stood in front of Naomichi. Nobusawa, you were gonna punch her like this? Nobusawa was in shock. I glared. Don't touch the person I love.
Kiryu-san!
The violent action against our client. I will report this to the office and make sure you can never come near here. Be ready. Heh, how dare you! Nobusawa was in a panic and tried to punch me again. You, what are you doing? Calm down. What? Let me go. Someone around us had called the cops for us. Nobusawa was held back by the cop and taken away. After, I went to the station to tell what happened. I told Kagura-san I would be back. Nobusawa was in hot water because of all kinds of problems. You? What have you done to our client? If Kiryu wasn't there, we could have lost another project. And the cops were called. You'll be punished for this. I'm sorry. It was also known that in high school, he had persistently harassed Kagura-san.
Did you hear? He basically stalks the girl he likes. He bothers them until they notice him. Oh, scary. I better stay away.
Grr, damn it. Nobusawa was fired for what he had done. A few days after things calmed down, I went to Kagura-san. Kagura-san ran to me.
Kiryu-san, your injuries. Are you okay?
She touched my cheek and looked like she might cry. She was worried. I felt the warmth in her hand, and my heart warmed up. Kagura-san, I like you. Kagura-san's eyes widened and filled with tears. I realized for the first time how happy love is. I had never felt like this. I think I already made many mistakes. I'm not experienced, but I'll take care of you. Will you go out with me?
Kiryu-san, I'm so happy. I like you too. I'd love to go out with you.
I had decided that love was inefficient. I was always passive, but I had made the move. I never predicted that this would happen. I truly felt happy when I was with her.
Shogo-san, which cafe should we go to next time? Let's eat some cake.
Huh, let's see. I like the cake that you make the best, but...
Aha! Shogo-san, you say you're inexperienced, but you know.
Huh? The magazine was a hit, and Smile Cake was doing well. And I was shocked that I was able to get results at work. That day, if I didn't have the courage to step out of my comfort zone, I wouldn't have found this sort of happiness. You can always change your life. That's what I learned. I vowed to protect my life with Seda from here on out.